And this is like, have you guys seen those like incel threads or like the incel forums where they're like, I said all the right things and then she wasn't into me. I said all the right woke things. I said I was a feminist. It's like maybe she asked you like one question and you immediately folded. But I followed all of the dialogue tree. I don't understand. You guys are gonna like this. Okay, this is good content. It's actually really good. I'm like just scrolling my feed and then I see this slut of a man post this video, Adam Ragusea, cooking channel, right? The tip for meeting women. Yes, and it's his slutty ass on a bed with the text, it's not cooking. I only watched half.
Hi,
so let's watch it together.
Internet cook and noted heterosexual Adam Ragusea here.
During Pride Month, no less. Disgusting.
Yes, cooking can absolutely help you to attract a romantic partner, and I hope that I have given my overwhelmingly young and male audience plenty to work with through the years. I do get emails sometimes from fellows who report using a recipe of mine on a date night with things apparently going well afterward. Being a guy who cooks is great, just as long as you aren't obnoxious about it, just as long as you are sincerely trying to cook somebody something that they will actually enjoy instead of something that you think will impress them. When in doubt, center the other person's pleasure. Being a guy who cooks is great, but on this, the day of my 19th wedding anniversary, I feel both empowered and compelled to offer some more substantive tips.
Wife haver Pepe mod.
On sex and romance. Actually, just one tip. The mother of all tips for young men to find young women with whom they are romantically and sexually compatible. Yes, this tip absolutely is also useful for boys looking to find boys and girls looking to find girls and grown-ass women looking to find women or looking to find men, or for trans people looking to find whomever they want to share their bed with, perhaps on a mattress from Helix Sleep, sponsor of this video. Let me thank them real quick before we move on. My wife likes a firm Spartan sleep.
I gotta say, very clean segue. I gotta say, very clean tie-in, very clean segue.
Anyway, my one big tip for finding somebody. It is applicable to anyone, but this video is specifically directed at young men looking to find young women, in part because that is where my own expertise lies primarily, but also because young men looking for young women are doing especially badly these days. According to the Survey Center on American Life, 44% of Gen Z guys reported having no girlfriend or boyfriend at all during their teenage years. For boomer men,
I feel like that's pretty normal. I didn't date anyone in high school or middle school.
That number was only 20%. 23% for Gen Xers, 32% for millennials such as myself. There is a famous Pew finding from a few years ago that found 2/3 of US men under 30 are single now, compared to only 1/3 of US women. All of these stats are questionable and have been questioned. Many Gen Zers don't do the whole boyfriend-girlfriend thing these days, from what I hear. Maybe their situationships are
certified dweeb. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with going your middle school and high school without dating anyone.
Less likely to be captured in these kinds of surveys. Gen Zers are certainly having way less sex than prior generations of young people. That is well established. The Institute for Family Studies reports that 1/4 of US adults under 30 have had zero sex in the last year. That is double what it was in 2010. Not that long ago. Something is definitely going on here, and I will now turn to my purely anecdotal impressions. I got into a stupid internet fight the other day. It was in the comments on a video where a woman was pointing out that so many of the world's most desired men, the singers, the actors, the pretty faces on the billboards, so many of the idols of hetero female desire are significantly under 6 feet tall. In the era of dating apps with filters, women are setting the height filter to a minimum of 6 foot, perhaps imagining 6 foot to be about average, when in fact 6 foot is quite above average. U.S. average adult male height is 5'9". My height. Some people comment on my height sometimes, and I find that odd, considering my height literally could not be any less remarkable. It is literally as normal as it gets.
Not me though. I'm 6 foot though.
Anyway, the woman in this video was basically saying, look, ladies, a true 6 foot is probably taller than what you are envisioning. A 5'8" guy might actually be tall enough for you, and if he is, lowering that filter a tick or two will enormously improve your odds of finding the man that you're looking for. Now, I did not get into a fight with the woman in the video. I got into a fight with a guy in the comments making the kind of simplistic evolutionary biology arguments that tend to be popular among the world's worst people. This guy was like, bullshit. Women are programmed to want big, tall protectors, and so the tall guys always end up getting all the women, and the
By the way, loser mentality, just gonna say that.
women want the tall men so badly that many will settle for not being the only woman, and thus, sex is a winner-take-all economy that leaves shorter men out in the cold unless they are rich. And I was like, dude, no. I mean, yeah, like a little, but the world is full of happy couples where the man is not much taller than the woman, or in many cases, he's shorter, and he is not always rich. Look at all of the totems of female desire mentioned in this video that we're both commenting on. Women love Jeremy Allen White and Michael B. Jordan and Tom Holland, despite them all being under 6 foot, and not just because they are rich. Yes, Michael B. Jordan is under 6 foot, no matter what his official bio.
I'm sorry. Literally, just go look at that one dude that Ariana Grande dated, or go and look at like that one dude that Lana Del Rey married. Like this idea, it's like, no, it's only the rich, tall men that get the girl and nobody else. It's like, okay, what about these rich women, these beautiful rich women dating dudes that are significantly poorer than them and look worse than them and aren't 6'5" or whatever?
Says. Anyway, this guy shot back. Have you seen the videos of women meeting Tom Holland for the first time and laughing because he's so much shorter than they were expecting? And at that point, I felt that I had diagnosed the problem with this guy. This is a guy who pretty much only knows women from the internet and not from real life. Because here's how it works in real life, boys. Gather around and listen to old man Ragusea. Here's how it works in real life. In real life, you do things. You go places. You go to school, where you meet lots of women about your age. You go to a study group at the library, where you meet lots more women. You join a student organization. You join a band. You join a choir. Oh, the women I used to meet in choir practice. You get a job at a real physical place where you do real physical work with other physical people. Forget the dating app. Get a job at a restaurant, for God's sake. Between the front and back of house, restaurants tend to have a pretty balanced gender makeup, and it's a place that centers corporeal pleasure and alcohol and staying up late, and everybody is sleeping with everybody else at nearly any restaurant you go to. Working at a restaurant is like being in Fleetwood Mac. You get a job. You get involved. Join a political organization, or a faith community, or a fan community. Anything where people get together in physical meet space, and it's not just...
My God, my man, I see you're saying go get some trauma. I mean, the worst thing about what he said was go work at a restaurant.
Just a sausage party. When you just live life out of the house, when you do interesting things with interesting people, chemicals will react, often in unexpected ways. Back in my dating days, I had relationships with women who were taller than me, shorter than me, prettier than me, less pretty than me, all of that. Because when you meet actual women, when you engage with them as something other than a potential sex partner, when you work with women, when you create things with women, when you go places with women, you learn things with women, you will find that a woman becomes interesting to you, not just because of how she looks, but because she is interesting. Because you are invested in her as a human being in her own right.
And like, I can already tell that people are misunderstanding what he's trying to explain, which is if you go out in the world and you seek out hobbies that you enjoy and you go and live life, everything else sort of comes naturally. Go out, seek hobbies, not for dating purposes. That will just come simply later by having hobbies, interests, and living life. Socialize without dating being the priority, and you'll see a mix of people.
And then that goes the other way too. Yes, most people, most women care about looks when seeking a partner, but that doesn't mean looks are the only thing they care about. When you develop a sincere emotional bond with somebody by living life with that person, by doing things with them, that emotional connection can supersede a whole lot of other factors that people consider when choosing each other. This is my tip, the tip for young men looking for young women. Make friends with women. And not just so that you can hit on them, but because you need friends. Friends are good. Women make...
And also, women will make a great wingman for you. If you don't have a woman friend, you're probably getting sometimes, at least sometimes, bad advice about what you should do with the other women in your life that you want to date or go out with or whatever.
Really good friends and colleagues.
One chatter said, I literally met my very successful wife who was taller and prettier than me at a random D&D game I was invited to. Like, again, like literally, like when you just go out and your goal is to experience the world. The other stuff just sort of comes with that.
And bandmates or whatever. If you live an interesting, involved life with women, you will make pre-romantic connections with far more women than you could ever even have a relationship with. I was friends with so many women where we had an obvious spark between us, but we were never both single at the same time. You know, the stars never aligned, and so nothing ever happened. But the stars did align enough time.
I met my partner in a DIY show in one of my friend's basements, said one chatter.
More than enough.
Another chatter said, I've gotten amazing relationship advice from my female friends. I legit don't ask any of my guy friends for relationship advice anymore. It's just like...
times, perhaps too many for my own good. Just be in community with women, and nature will take its course, as it has done for all prior generations. You might say, well, what do you know, old man Ragusea? Nowadays, everybody meets on dating apps, and so flirting in real life is regarded as harassment. Bullshit. I mean, yes, the standards and practices of flirting have changed a lot over the last several generations.
And also, I would say there are instances where you shouldn't do that. Like, if someone is wearing earbuds in a gym, please, for the love of God, leave them alone. Like, I don't know, man.
But one advantage of the female empowerment that you may decry is that most women feel perfectly comfortable making the first move these days. And so, generally speaking, you should let them. Let the connection blossom organically. Let it grow to the point where you both obviously know that something is going on, but you haven't quite acknowledged it yet.
Which, by the way, not a spoiler, but if you watch Obsession, in one of the very, very early scenes, this is not a spoiler, she asks him, Bear, do you like me? If a woman is into you and you just hang out all the time, they'll probably ask you. They'll probably ask you.
and let her be the one to first nudge her toe over that imaginary line between you. She lives in a world that is legitimately dangerous, so give her the safety of controlling that first move. And if she never does, do not blame the friend zone. There are guys who think that being friends with a woman will cause her to rule you out as a romantic partner. There is no evidence of such an effect. The far more
unironically, Obsession is like the anti-incel movie. It's like, if you put yourself out there when you have the opportunity, good things will happen to you. Just don't constantly shoot yourself in the foot and be a genuine person.
more likely explanation is that she would have ruled you out as a romantic partner no matter what. The fact that you are friends with her is incidental. Not everyone you like is going to like you back, and you have to be a big boy and deal with that. Is it harder now for young people today to be in physical community with each other, to allow these chemical reactions to occur? Yeah, absolutely. It sucks. It sucks that we've lost so many third places, a physical place that is neither.
Nikki was not into Bear. Why do people think this? Then why did the director say that she was? I guess you would know better than the director, to be fair.
Home nor work where young people can just be together without necessarily having to buy something.
I guess, yeah, the director didn't understand the movie that he fucking wrote.
That we have created an inherently atomizing, alienating built environment where we don't walk or take the train in close proximity to strangers anymore. You are in your automotive or your suburban pod, safely quarantined from everybody else in the Matrix. That sucks. It sucks that we walk around with addictive screens in our pockets that offer some of what you get from physical community, but not everything. The internet is like a diet of a seafarer of yore. It has enough calories, and it seems like it should keep you alive, but it's actually lacking some crucial micronutrients that are not immediately obvious, and eventually you will get scurvy and die. The internet is like that as a social food. It offers some of the substance of what you need, but not everything. And if you only get your social food on the internet, you will slowly get sicker and sicker. Even as you cram more and more of it into your face to compensate, it is simply lacking in certain key nutrients. I don't blame you, my young male audience, for the way that you struggle to find real community with lots of other people, including women with whom you might connect, even if you don't look compatible on a dating app. It's harder for you guys to meet people, but hard does not equal impossible. Ask any disabled or neurodivergent person about that. Improvise, adapt, and overcome. I do blame you guys when I see you talking about women as though they are animals acting purely on instinct, as though they have no interests in men beyond what the ancient reptile part of their brain tells them to pursue. Hey, maybe you are projecting, my guy. There are guys who want women as sex objects and as domestic servants who have no interest in women beyond any of that. Maybe the reason she doesn't like you is that she can tell that you don't like her. You aren't interested in her. You aren't.
And this is like, have you guys seen those like incel threads or like the incel forums where they're like, I said all the right things and then she wasn't into me. I said all the right woke things. I said I was a feminist. It's like, okay, dude, maybe you didn't say it in a way that was convincing. Maybe she asked you like one question and you immediately folded. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe you said, I'm actually a pretty nice guy. And she saw through your shit, man. Like, I don't know. But I followed all of the dialogue tree. I don't understand.
Curious about her. You're not invested in her success or self-actualization. You just want a nicely shaped body that folds laundry. Well, my guy, if you're a shallow asshole, then the only women who are really visible to you are also going to be shallow assholes. Maybe you deserve each other. The rest of us have never needed dating apps or even bars to meet. I met a woman in a bar one time, and it did not
Wait, I missed that. Sorry.
The rest of us have never needed dating apps or even bars to meet. I met a woman in a bar one time, and it did not prove to be a particularly...
The other thing, too, is if you're not a bar person, you're not going to run into someone that you're probably going to like at a bar.
Good choice. Everyone else I ever got involved with, I just met by existing in the world with women. By being in partnership with women and by caring about women beyond my own desire for them. Now, I will admit that despite my own neurodivergence and unremarkable physical attributes, I do have higher than average game with women. I've got good chat, as the Brits would say. You might have a less intuitive sense of what women want from you when they're getting to know you. Well, here's a bonus tip for you. Get off the internet, pick up a goddamned romance novel. There is this huge and rapidly growing industry that is mostly women writing stories for other women about what women want. It's a cheat code, and it's waiting right there for you to learn it. Don't know which book to read? Go to your local romance bookstore. Even in a modest-sized city like Knoxville, Tennessee, we have multiple such establishments at this point, including Good Girl Books, which my wife of 19 years, Lauren Morrill, co-owns with her friend Rayanne. Their favorite kind of customer there is the clueless dude who shows up and says, "Oh, I'm not sure what I should get. Can you help me? I'm kind of awkward." Ooh. They love that guy because his very presence in a romance bookstore indicates that he is interested in the inner lives of women. If you want people to be interested in you, you generally got to show some interest in them. Be in community with women in real life. Eventually, one of them will probably look past your superficial shortcomings, and perhaps you will learn to do the same. Now, stop watching
No, that's gay.
YouTube and join a choir. I swear to you guys, choir.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's a good hopium pill at the end of that. I know it's a crazy idea, but like, if you talk to women as people, that's advice that took me decades to learn. If you just like talk to women as people, you'll just like meet people that you like you back. Isn't that crazy? And I'm not joking. You can literally just like Google like things around me, events, happenings. Straight up go on Facebook and like card shop, D&D, local events, and like go. I know it's stressful. You gotta like go and hang out where people are hanging out. Fuck. But like, and the thing is, people that already go outside are usually down to make more friends. Like, I've gone bowling with friends, and a different bowling group wanted to join our bowling group, or they invited us to bowl with them. Like, a lot of people are usually welcoming to like newcomers, and they always want more people to come in and make things interesting and like have fun with more people. Again, don't go searching for women, go to meet people and go to do things that you like doing. That happened to me once. My friends were like, "No thanks." Yeah. I'm too scared to go outside and I live in the middle of nowhere. Okay, your next best bet is to just join a bunch of Discord servers, and I'm not joking. As a DSA member, I got to table at a bunch of concerts for free. It was so fun. My social anxiety says no. Yeah, but your social anxiety won't get better until you beat the shit out of it through exposure therapy. That's what you got to do. I'm telling you. But yeah, I mean, like, you can just, what if I'm 32? I don't know if you know this. There's also a lot of other people in the United States that are 32. There are people out there. Okay, Counterpoint to D&D, you might end up at a table where everyone's already in a relationship for a year-long campaign. Maybe one-shot campaigns would be good for meeting people. That's an incorrect way of viewing things. You shouldn't view it as like, I'm going to meet someone there, then and there. You should constantly view relationships with other human beings, friendships or otherwise, as ways to grow your social circle and to live life. Because do you know how many people I've met that have met someone through someone through someone? Like, your perspective is already wrong. You're going in being like, well, I'm going to meet the love of my life at the first D&D table I go to. No. You're going to meet people and make friends that you like. That's what you're going for. If you like going to that D&D table, go and play D&D with those people. Guess what? This is the cool thing about people with friends. People with friends usually have more friends, and those friends have more friends. So you should go out in the world to make those friends. I'm 42. I go out every weekend to niche vinyl nights, but at regular bars, all ages show up. To be fair, I am in LA, but I meet so many new people. Also, a lot of married women love playing matchmaker with single friends. So true. I get the urge so strong to be like, I want to matchmake this. I want to matchmake. I want to matchmake. I want to matchmake. Regardless of my relationship status, if I meet two people and I know that they would go together well, I'm like, now kiss. Now kiss. So I personally think you should go out there in the world, have fun, live life, make friends, and don't be stressed about like, well, I didn't meet the love of my life at this event, so I'm never going to show up again. Or I didn't meet the love of my life at this one, so I guess bowling's out of the question. Well, I didn't meet the love of my life at this card shop, so time to give up on card shops. It's like, no. Go do things that you like doing, that you like having fun doing. And there's a good chance if women go there, you'll eventually also maybe meet someone. My action figures never kiss. Yeah, well, mine do. All right? I'll have you know. And they do other things. I played matchmaker. It took 10 years, but now they're engaged after 2 years of dating. Let's go. But if you don't like doing anything, well, then you should find things that you like doing. Just go try a bunch of shit. Trivia night at bars is a good way to meet people. That's true. That's actually true. That's so true. So anyways, you gotta love like the AI video where it's like completely perceiving men and women incorrectly and the most bad faith. We're like, I can't believe it. I want to find someone who takes care of me. I guess I'm homeless now because I divorced my husband of 5 years. Versus normal guy in a relationship of 19 years saying, hey, you should go and have fun outside with people. Go and make friends. Let's go do that. I would find a girlfriend if we segregated society. So it was like I was watching the video again. Good delivery, sorry. LA Anime Expo is next weekend. Great place to find people with shared interests. True. But anyways, I just wanted to share that video because it was so hopium pilling. And you guys know my stream. I must inject you guys with hopium at all hours of the day. That is my drug of choice, chat.